Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for clicking on. Always appreciated. It is Eyes Open on the. Be joining us here momentarily, and we've got a few things to talk about tonight. You can tell from the title we're going to be talking about what's going on college campuses. We're going to be talking about the tornadoes today, some incredibly devastating tornadoes today, and we'll kick off with that coming up here in just a couple of seconds, and then our world situation report with what's going on around the world. Hello, not going away, moi. And thank everybody for watching. Thank you for watching live, and those that are watching at your convenience, always greatly appreciated. Last night, my buddy Mel was on with me, and we did the 2024 first round NFL extravaganza. Actually, I did pretty good. I hit 27 out of 32 players. So, not bad. And I had some in exactly the right spots. The Colts have picked already tonight, and sorry, somebody is walking outside. Oh, please, checking that. The Colts have picked already tonight in the second round. The second and third rounds are tonight, and then rounds 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be tomorrow in the NFL draft. So, wishing all times and that your team picks the player that you want, and everybody's team gets better. All right. My gosh, just absolute horrific tornadoes. I've got several different shots. This first one is a derailed train. And when I say derailed train, I mean the entire train. The entire train for a minute and 13 seconds.
Entire train on the ground.
So it gives you an idea how massive some of the tornadoes today were. 28 as of last count, and that was probably an hour ago. There were 28 tornadoes on the ground. Missouri, Nebraska, some in Kansas, a lot in Iowa. It's been just to give you an idea how big one of these wedge tornadoes was. Here it is coming in. I think this is the one that was heading at one time. This is in Nebraska. I think it was heading for Omaha at one time. Just an incredibly massive storm. And again, this is one of just several that we have today. Let me hop over here and see. Here he is. We'll get him up here and get him up here and say hello. Chris, how are you?
Barry, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, thank you. We got some things to talk about here tonight. We've got Haiti. We've got what's going on in Gaza. We've got what's going on our campuses, and I started tornado footage. Just massive storms today.
Yeah. Is it tornado season?
Yeah, it's the beginning. It's just the beginning of tornado season. It really hasn't heated up yet, but that's where we are. All right, some other things we're going to be talking about tonight. Student uprising. Nobel. Students in Paris occupied the campus buildings at elite Paris University, launching a major Palestinian solidarity protest after a wave of anti-war protest has swept college campuses across the country. Chris, my question is, why now? Why is there an uprising going on across campus for Gaza now? because Gaza's been oppressed for a long time. Um, the conflict, the fact that Israel has been in Gaza, or Israel has been in Gaza for as long as it has. Why why are the college students all of a sudden care? Why do they care? What's behind this? Is there somebody planting seeds?
Well,
Any ideas?
you know, um,
You know, um,
I think after the
I
attack,
think after the attack,
and then
then
what's
what's
happened
happened
after the
after
attack,
the attack,
how
how
Israel
Israel
has
has
pretty much decimated Gaza.
Gaza.
I think that
I
has
think
brought
that has brought
people out
people out
a lot more to demonstrate or protest
Okay.
what's going on in Gaza.
what's going on in Gaza.
But I mean,
But I
a
mean,
lot of stuff has
a lot of
happened
stuff has
before
happened before
in Gaza
in
and the
Gaza
West,
and the West,
but not to
but
the
not to the
magnitude
magnitude
of what's
of
going
what's
on right
going on right
Yeah, I've got. I mean, my gosh, I've got so many different shots from campuses. And I got a bunch of tornado footage here. We'll get back to. Let me get down to the. Here's. This is a combination of everything, Chris. Today is our day of action for Haiti. From Blacks for Peace came out to support the George Washington University Student Support for Palestine. Haiti is a colonial project just like Palestine. They have no sovereignty, no say. We're saying free Haiti, free Palestine, no compromise, no retreat. So this is something you and I have discussed in the past. The fact that it's not just Palestine. It's other areas are trying to be more self-determined.
Right. Well,
Right.
and we talked about um, Gaza,
Mm-hmm.
and of course we know we're talking about Haiti. And if people really knew what has happened in Haiti from 1825 and then from 1915 occupation, the United States, but in 1825, how the French came back and said, pay us this money, or we're just going to totally level devastate French people or Haiti,
Okay.
right?
Hang on for a second, Chris. They're saying and they're having trouble understanding.
Really?
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me switch to headphones here real quick. I forgot to put these in. Let's see if this changes things. Okay, let's give it a try. Chris, you there?
Yep. You hear me now?
All right. Let me know in the chat if you would. If you can hear Chris better now. Is Chris still echoing? If somebody let me know in the chat, I would appreciate it. I'm hearing you all right. I was hearing you all right before, but it might have been feeding back through my mic up here. Nobody's saying anything. Maybe nobody's in the chat. Hang on, somebody's texting. Much better. All right, Chris. What you were saying? Can you?
So, right in 1825, after when in 1804 Haiti Haiti obtained their freedom, right? Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
In 1825, the French came back, said, "You're going to pay us X amount of dollars, like it was like millions of dollars, to keep your freedom, or we're just going to totally devastate Haiti, Port-au-Prince." So it was more or less um, scorched-earth policy type deal, right? Um, but then, Haiti just got done paying that off in 1947. But not only that, you had the United States occupation from 1915 until like maybe the early 1950s, right? So Haiti pretty much has really not had the right of self-determination, because in 1915, when the Marines came in, under, I think it was under Woodrow Wilson, they kind of redacted the Haitian Constitution, where now it gave foreigners the right to own land in Haiti, where in the Haiti's Constitution, only Haitians were allowed to own land. So the United States government came in and redacted the Haitian Constitution, and installed a puppet government, and pretty much any decisions that that government made, of course, had to go through the United States, and the United States um, approved, you know, or disapproved what was going on, or they told them what they were going to do. So, there were uprisings from the Haitian populace, and it was all, of course, put down by the United States Marines, and they killed a lot of Haitian people for standing up for their freedom. You see, and so this went on until like maybe early 1950s, and then Papa Doc Duvalier was putting, was in power, but still the United States government still had his hands on it, right? So the thing about it is Haiti has really never had the chance of self-determination. And remember, I talked to you about um, Jamu, the 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 pumpkin soup. I told everyone that the
Right.
story about pumpkin soup. Well, that soup was really about freedom, independence, and self-determination. That's what that soup. That's what that soup symbolizes. Okay? And Haiti really hasn't had the opportunity for self-determination because of all of the external influencers, should we say, from France, United States, and Canada coming in and meddling in Haiti. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so when we talk about Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier, and how he's staging him and Philippe are pretty much staging this revolution, okay, and to, should we say, get things right back in Haiti again, get rid of the oligarchs, the elites, and hopefully, if they're smart enough, get rid of the United States, um, and France, because they are the two biggest problems, I believe, in Haiti. You see, but you would have to know the full history behind it to understand where I'm coming from. You see,
Yeah.
um, but that's where and that's what I'm seeing. Okay, but a lot
Okay.
of people say, well, no, we don't want them in power, and well, right now you have that transitional government, or but it's still going to be controlled by like France, and
United States and Canada.
right, you know.
Yeah.
So what's really changed? Nothing. And we talked about top-down processing versus bottom-up processing, right? Now, top-down processing without community support, not going to work. Stability begins at the grassroots level. You see.
Mm-hmm.
So guys like Guy Philippe and Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier are going to be able to garner that community support because they're dealing with the community, unlike this presidential transition council, they're working top down and they really have no connections to the community. So this is going to fail. Watch.
The traditional or transitional president, it is important for the people of Haiti to have a stable functioning government to ensure their safety and security. This transitional presidential council, again, is going to be answering to the United States, France, and Canada, not to the people of Haiti. Is that a correct assumption?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's really not in the best interest for the Haitian people. It's really in the best interest for the United States. You see, because it's the cycle's just going to continue, right? Nothing's going to change as long as the United States, France, Canada, and the international community had their foot in what goes on in Haiti. You know, we call them external influences. You see, and I think that's where Guy Philippe and Cherizier are kind of like, nah. I think Guy Philippe, yeah, I think Guy Philippe's a little bit more moderate. You know, where Cherizier is kind of like, nah. You know, I don't think we want them there because they're ultimately responsible for a lot of the problems that go on in Haiti. You see?
I do. The next clip here is the presence of African troops in Haiti can help counteract the influence of external actors with perpetuating conflict and instability. And the hashtag is Haiti needs Africa, Haiti needs Kenya. Uh, Chris, we both know that the United States has already awarded contracts to independent security agencies, police forces, um, up well over $1 million to send these police forces into. Is that going to end up being a mistake on the U.S.'s part? Should we try to, or are we going to need both the Kenyans and these independent contractors that the U.S. is going to be sending in?
It's going to be a loss on the United States part and Kenya's part. Okay. I think now your best bet is really to well, they're not. The United States government is not going to talk to those armed non-state actors. Okay, but I think that stuff that's going on with the police advisors is more or less a train, advise, and assist mission, where they would actually bring allow the Haitian police to the United States to be trained and then pushed back out. I think that's pretty much what they're trying to do. I don't think they're going to be sending people from the U.S. or U.S. police advisors to Haiti again to bring them in Haiti or even be.
They've already signed contracts with a couple of Texas agencies.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would have to see the particulars of what's going on because if those contractors are going into Haiti to actually conduct operations, they're going to lose. I can tell you that right now. They're going to lose. It's a little bit different now. You see, for the simple fact that those guys also have guns. I told you it's really nothing more than guerrilla warfare 101. Okay? And with guerrilla warfare,
Nothing more than what? Guerrilla for Warfare 101.
Right.
Okay.
This is
All
right. It's guerrilla warfare 101, and the guerrillas have the control of the environment.
Right. They know the terrain. They know the people. They have all the advantage.
Exactly. And the Americans are going to be going in there blind. Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, they're gonna have a little bit of support from the police, but you have to understand a lot of police are aligned with the gangs, or actually work with the gangs. You know, so I mean, you would have to be concerned about what we call green on blue attacks, where yeah, you might have uh, Haitian National Police that are working with those contractors, and it just might turn on the contractors. We've seen all this stuff before in Afghanistan. That's why I'm saying it. Okay.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Right, we've talked about it. It happened in Iraq. It happened in Afghanistan. It's happened every time we being the United States government has tried to do this top down, forcing a
Right.
government onto
So
a people. And it's kind of like trying to force our
that's
values
nation
onto
building.
another
That's
people.
nation building.
We're seeing, yeah, right. We're seeing, we're seeing people coming into our country with their values and there are a lot of people in the country that do not like that. Well, why should we expect another country to like us coming in and trying to impose our values on them? I mean,
And most countries don't like that.
no.
And the thing about it, I was talking to somebody had written an article today on them being kidnapped in Haiti, and he's got an NGO. This individual has an NGO in Haiti. He's a white male,
Mm-hmm.
and he was kidnapped. And he was talking about the experience, and I'm like this. I'm like, first off, why are you even in Haiti? Okay, I mean the same stuff that you're doing in Haiti, you could do it here in the United States with the black community. You see, you're saying you're helping these people, all right? But realistically, because you got a contract from the United States government that's paying you X amount of, I don't know, hundreds of $1,000s a year, or for how many 5-year time frame it is, you're getting paid out the wazoo, right? But yet you're gonna say, well, I'm really going down here to Haiti to help the people. Help them do what? Look at what can you they've been in that situation for the longest. It's the United States government and France's fault for them pretty much being in that predicament. But you're saying you're going to help them? Help them do what? The best. Sometimes I feel the less you do for people, the better off they are. I really do. But he had this article, and I'm just like, wow. This is how you think that you're helping the people? They like you because you're giving them something. Okay, something that they don't have. But in all honesty and
They
reality,
tolerate that. Yeah.
right? It's not the fact that they really like you, you know.
Yeah.
So I kind of put that in there. I said if it wasn't for the money that you were getting from the contract, and from the contract, would you really be there? No, you wouldn't.
And
Right?
that's something I've never thought about. The black community inside our own borders needs the same kind of attention that we're trying to put into Haiti. Uh, why not help?
Right.
And it's because of the
Exactly.
money. It's because no resources being directed towards the black community
Right.
here, or not enough. But yet, because of the location and potential strategic Haiti could play if it falls under the influence of Russia or China, we're going to end up screwing that up and pushing them into the influence of Russia and China.
Exactly. Exactly. And like I said, if you take a look at the history of Haiti, uh, like I said, from 1825 till now, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a little bit of
Yep.
research, and you will see
Uh,
that.
Taiwan's been hit by several earthquakes once again. This happened like 3 weeks ago, with the strongest reaching 6.1. Again, this is just, I know everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people think, there's no such thing as these direct energy weapons. You can't create earthquakes. I still think the earthquake in Haiti was is it I asked earlier, and we're going to get back to it, the why are these things happening on college campuses right now? Maybe it is because the kids are just becoming aware of it, because I've got footage of therefore why they're protesting, and asks her friend, and the friend says, I don't know. Could all of this be like could all this be an operation riling up the college campuses, so that the United States, our public focus is on these college campuses and not going on?
Well, that's one way to, like I said, you got the gangs and all that stuff, doing their thing, destabilizing some of these blue cities. But now you also have the students coming out and protesting and demonstrating, and that can eventually turn into something violent.
I'm scared. No, the FBI has said for 2 weeks now, and they come out like every other day and say, hey, we have strong intelligence that ISIS is going to plan an attack on soft targets, similar to what happened in Moscow. And I really fear that at some point somebody's going to come into one of these protests with a backpack, and all of a sudden we've got the first of a string of suicide bombers. People to think I'm overreacting on this, so I'm gonna play you something from. Let me get to it here. Here we go. All right, this is extremists previously on the FBI watch list for his links to Hamas was found amongst the students protesters at Northwestern University, that's in Chicago. Hatim Abdullaye called the reporter a racist white Zionist pig when he was confronted. This guy's not a college student, Chris. And yet he's at the Northwestern protest. Daggone it. My bad. Let me get down here again. Here we go. So you can see the guy. Here he is. All right, that's.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
That's not. I don't think that's a guy that's a college student. And I'm concerned there are plants, if you will, within these college organizations. New York City last night, it was on Ford Fisher. Guy was playing the drums, and he'd go boom, 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 and then the crowd was chanting ISIS, ISIS, ISIS. Do these college kids?
I don't even like that, and I bet you any money half those people don't even know what ISIS is.
That's what that's where I was heading with this. Do these kids understand what they're cheering for?
I don't think they do. I bet you if you went up and asked one of those protesters, I mean, just on any, just go up and ask some kids, hey, what ISIS is about? To be like, what? Who? but they're there, protesting about something they don't know anything about. It's just like, okay, your boss, why are you even doing this?
I mean, we protested. We there's been the civil rights movement. There's been the Vietnam. There's been, nobody ever chanted death to America.
No.
Now we're talking. Now we've got people in our country chanting death to America. I don't, and how can you support that?
I can't support it.
I mean, we're watching Atlanta, Georgia, Emory University. It was a really okay. The police eventually used tear gas and rubber bullets in this situation. They were overwhelmed, outnumbered, and did not have any support coming. This is probably one of the most violent altercations I've seen between the police and the protesters. This is Chris. I got footage here if you can see it. This is the dash cam footage. Israeli Minister of National Security, Tamar Ben. He's one of the three that's decides everything. That's his car right here. He gets the car gets struck and flipped because his driver ran a red light. The guy's in really serious condition, and you'll probably hear about that. And they're going to try to play it as an attack, is what I'm hearing. So that's why I'm showing this footage. And it was not an attack. The guy read it and pulled out into traffic. University of Southern California just announced it will be canceling its main stage graduation ceremony, traditionally attended by 65,000 people, amid ongoing campus unrest and safety concerns. Indiana University here in Bloomington, Indiana, police shoving their way into crowds. Cannons were used, and Chris, they had snipers on the tops of the buildings. This is at IU campus, and this is at Ohio University. Austin photojournalist thrown to the ground by police. He's from Fox News. You see right with these camera pummeling. It doesn't feel like things have felt in the past. I'm just going to put it this way, and let's listen to what I did earlier.
And what would you say is the main goal with tonight's protest?
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU all of what NYU's doing.
Is there something that NYU's doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure that NYU's doing it. We're protesting here.
Palestine will be free.
I wish I was more educated. I'm not either.
Oh.
I came from Columbia. I was there up at Columbia, and we came down. They said NYU students needed our support, so I came down. I heard there's lots of talks. Some people were saying it was getting dangerous.
And what?
Okay, there we go, Chris. Not sure why they're not sure why they're protesting.
Well, then they don't need to be there.
They're not sure why they're there.
Then they don't need to be there. Like that's completely stupid. You just showed up because somebody said something, but you don't know what the cause is. Like, go back home.
Okay, I got one more thing here. to show. Let me get it pulled up. This I found really head scratching. And this is a what is this? This is a message from Airbnb. Came in 6 hours ago. Expect governments restricting travel after June 6th, 2024. This is Airbnb sending out to their people that are in their group, claiming foreseeable weather events leading to a government travel restriction or outage. And what do you think of that? How can they say a foreseeable weather event after June 6th?
Is that like a tornado or a hurricane?
Something. They're why would they do that? Be prepared, because there's going to be travel restrictions. So, don't plan on income after June 6th. And why June 6th?
That, what? When people start talking dates, like
yeah,
I become very, very leery. I really do. I'm just like, what? Like, do you know something that we don't, or what?
Right. All right. Have you seen Civil War yet? The movie?
I think I'm gonna go see it tomorrow.
Okay. All right. After you see it, let me know, and we'll have an episode talking about it. All right. We got the weekend here coming up. We got the NFL draft outside in Detroit, Dearborn, Michigan, not far away from Dearborn, with the Islamic communities. What do you think the chances are we get through the month of April without a significant event that ISIS takes credit for?
Yeah, that's a day-by-day question there. You got to take that day by day.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, so transitional government without giving anybody from Haiti a voice. We're not expecting that to succeed. We've got Israel pummeling Rafah and all of Gaza still, as well as removing people from East Jerusalem and removing people from the West Bank. And we are on the verge of potential holy war, Muslims against anybody not Muslim. And man, the two people we have as our major candidates for president, with everything I just said, I feel incredibly uneasy.
Oh man, we got a little bit of time left, Barry. Not much time, but a little bit of time left. We got a little bit of time left.
We need to enjoy it.
Right.
I've said this before. If there's something you want to do, go do it. If there's, enjoy the times we have, because it could get ultra dark, ultra fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll close on that. Thank you, brother. I always appreciate you on here.
All right, man. I appreciate you for having me on the show as always.
We'll see you Monday night, as long as everything. All right.
Sure.
That's Chris. Thank you. I'm going to show a couple of more of these tornado videos that happened today. Just some incredible footage. Actually, I'm just going to one more here, and we'll call it a night. this is storm chasers. They're driving way too close. They shouldn't be this close to the downdrafts and outflows of tornadoes in these light vehicles. They are trained storm chasers, though, and the footage obviously is incredible. And if you've never experienced a tornado, you don't want and hope you never do, other than watching it here on this program. All right, thank you all. Greatly appreciate you clicking on. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share, and we will be back on Monday, if not before. Thank you to Not Going Away, Peace, Love, and Sunshine, Pink Flamingo, Kelvin Black. Thank you all. Thank you all watching, whether you're watching on demand at your convenience. It's greatly appreciated that you give us some of your time. We'll be back Monday night, 9 p.m., if not before. It is a dark world. Do try to be a light. Love y'all like chocolate chip cookies. Take care of yourselves. Heads on a swivel always. Be prepared. Don't be paranoid. Enjoy the days we have. I love y'all. This is Eyes Open on the American Doofus channel.